Today, guys, is a work on the van day, and I'm on my way over to a metal fabricator shop. Okay, so we're rolling up to the shop now. I figured I'd talk to you a little bit about what I had been doing.
Oh, the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
Just got done talking to them. They don't want to help me come up with any kind of plan for a design, just liability wise. They said that if I came up with a plan, had the patterns or whatever, they'd of course cut me the parts, but they just don't want to have any part in like the actual plan of it if it didn't work or anything like that. So thought, what the hell, I'm over here, I'm standing here, so I figured I'd go ahead and talk to you a little bit about what I did. So this plate right here is put in with sheet metal bolts here, so, and then I used butyl tape, and I had a pattern that looked like this built for a plate. I was hoping that this guy would be able to work in the other window here, but it was cut different size than this one and it wouldn't fit. So I'll talk to them about that a little bit later when I go in. But I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you what it looks like on the inside, and then what I'm thinking in that window. I'm so stoked about how well this worked out. Since when I was doing this, it's all made from just different parts that we kind of stuck together to end up working, and it seems to work awesome. Let's open this up. All right, and so this is what the plate looks like on the inside. So those guys that you saw that I pointed out, those self-tapping screws, what have you, that are going through here, that runs right through here. And what I'm thinking for the AC unit is put a plate on each side and then have a platform plate that's at an angle so that the water drips out here. And I'm trying to decide whether a bracket should go in or if I should do chains. So that's where I sit right now in my own head. I was trying to have those guys kind of help me out here at the fabrication shop, you know, what would be best and an idea for that. Now, my plans here is I'm going to cut these off a little bit, and then I'm going to put some Velcro along the door line right here, and then I'm going to cut out a Reflectix that is going to sit on here to kind of frame it off so you can't see that. It'll just be Reflectix and then this. So once I get everything in, I'll start doing that little stuff after I got my installation and stuff done. Just swings right back up on there like that, all hooked in. And then I didn't want anybody to be able to open that up on me without me knowing and stuff, so I have this lock to put in there, just like that. Now nobody can open that up. It's even better than the cotter pin that it's designed for, because nobody can take that one out on me, because you never know, some people can just be jerks just to screw with folks, you know. Looks like I'm off to go and figure everything else out for myself and come up with a design and some kind of template for these guys. Like I was saying, I have a metal plate in here, and the metal plate was kind of like this. The pattern was a little bit different on that side, and so we put the metal plate in there with that butyl tape like that to mount that fantastic fan. So in mounting this AC unit, we got a little bit different setup. We're going to be doing 2 plates into there. So this here is the outside plate pattern, and we're going to take it over there, have the fabricator fabricate for us, and see how that sits in there like that. And we're going to have him cut a hole that we measured off of the AC unit here. And then we have a second one that's going to come in here in the inside of it like this for the AC unit. And then on those, we may have like a shelf thing done, or I may do chains, but we're first going to use some 2-inch angle that we're figuring about like this. So 2 inches here that will mount to directly into the AC unit, and then this lip will go on our plate. And now that I got the templates all done up, we're gonna run on over to the fabricator, have him cut it all out for us so that we can get rocking and rolling. Real quick, I just thought I'd show you the rubber that we had to cut out of there, out of the window. That was the seal for the window, holding the window in. And we just cut it with a blade. Did that for both of them, obviously, because they have the same setup to place the window in there. I'm gonna hold on to the windows, just kind of tape them up and stuff in case I ever want to put the windows back. We're gonna go ahead and set up a platform for this fridge, and I'm gonna have that platform back here in the corner to lift the fridge high enough that it'll come where the black lip for the lid will come right at the top of the counter here, and that'll give me a nightstand, plus extend my counter around that I can work on. I think that should be pretty sharp. We got some of this 2x2 here. Neither of us are like expert woodworkers, and so we needed something that worked out for the fridge, right? And there's a lot of things that change in there on the floor and everything, and so I didn't really trust, and neither did my friend really trust, being able to come up with the exact measurements and making it perfect from scratch. So we came up with this idea. We cut out a section of the plywood that's the perfect size to the actual fridge's bottom. And then we set up kind of a leg deal on a little bit higher than what we measured that we were probably going to be looking at, what we wanted to have as far as from the floor. And then we screwed them into this to make a table, and then we're going to sit this inside the van, sit the fridge up on top of it, and then we're going to figure out by measuring exactly how high the fridge should have gone, and we're going to cut off the legs that much, and then that'll be perfect. And then we're going to cut the face and sides to then just screw onto this, and we'll have our platform, or at least that's the idea. We got the table on in here, sat the fridge up on it, and we probably went more than we needed to on a little bit taller on these legs. But we're going to cut the legs off just enough to get this black edge into the counter here, and then that'll give me a free opening of the fridge up and down, and then I'll have a nice little nightstand and a little bit of extra counter here. All right, we got our 2 plates back. Just cleaned them off, but we're gonna do a dry run, and we're gonna fit them in here, clamp them in, and make sure everything's lining up before we butyl tape them and then bolt them through. And it turned out almost perfect, actually. The holes are lined up on both plates on each side, and I did 2 plates on this one because of how much heavier that AC unit is. And it looks like the templates worked out all right. The only thing I'm a little cranky about is it looks like they rounded us off a little extra here on the corners than it is, but you know, we're going to be pinching these together, and it's going to be clamped all the way through with bolts, so it should be all right. All right, guys, so we're pre-drilling all our holes for the carriage bolts that I'm going to be putting in here to bolt her up. We got everything pre-drilled. I'm using this and some white vinegar to clean everything off for that butyl tape that's going to go on there to give us our seal. Okay, so we did both edges here with a butyl tape like you see right here. We did that to this guy too, just kind of poked him up there, getting them ready. And then we're going to sandwich them together, bolt it all on up, and be ready to rock. Got it all bolted down, and as if you can see here, the butyl tape squeezed all through here, all the way around, and here as well. So that's exactly what we wanted to have happen, to have that butyl tape squeeze out like that. So it's going to squeeze in there and we'll have a nice tight seal. I'm going to clean it up with a blade. Trimmed it all up around here a bit. Still need to get in here just a tad. Finish that little section there. It looks like I didn't see it from the other side that well. Yeah. All right. And cleaned it up in here a bit. And we'll spray paint that later. I'm going to see about mounting that AC now, because I can't have that hole open anymore. It's supposed to get us a little rain tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave this stuff that's spewing out here until I'm ready to caulk it and seal it, just in case I nick that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, how it's come out so far. Got it in there now, and we got some more work to go ahead and make it secure and everything. But we started off with the chains here, and then we're going to be connecting it here with some bracket that we're making on top, bottom, on each side out here. In here, we're trying to come up with an idea underneath here to have this lip in here. And I'm rock and rolling with some AC here. She's running and doing great. Pretty excited about that. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story, and make sure you do something every single day to reduce world suck. Peace, guys.